Good morning, and for today's video, we are going to tackle about arithmetic sequence. But first, let's define what is arithmetic sequence, shall we? On the board, arithmetic progression, also known as arithmetic sequence, is a sequence of numbers such that the difference between the consecutive terms is constant. So what do you mean by the difference, or it is known also as the common difference? So this is the number, which is constant, that you can find if you are going to subtract the first and the second term. So for example, if I have 5 and 11, that is 6. So the 6 is the common difference, which is constant, which basically means that you can also find it to the other preceding terms. For you to understand more, let's have an example. Okay, so on the board, we have the numbers, which basically these are the terms. 5, 11, 17, 23, and 29. These are the terms. And obviously the first one, which is 5, is the first term, followed by second term, third, fourth, fifth, and so on. Okay, so the question is, what is D? So as I have told you earlier, we are trying to find what is the common difference of this sequence. So obviously, common difference is also known as D. So let's first subtract, okay, the second term and the first term. So that is 11 and 5. 11 minus 5 is 6. Okay, so this 6 is the common difference, which basically is constant if you were trying to subtract the third term to the second term. Okay, so 17 minus 11 is 6. 23 minus 17 is 6. 29 minus 23 is 6. So this is what I mean when I said constant. The common difference in each preceding terms is constant. Okay, it's all 6. So this is the common difference. This tackle or this answers the question, what is D? D is 6. Also, if you want to recheck your common difference, if it's the like the true number or the true common difference, then obviously you're going to use that common difference and add it from the first term to the second term, then so on. So if we find out that 5 and 11 is 6, so obviously we're going to add 6 to 11 and check if it's 17. Now if it's 17, obviously your common difference is correct. So 5, 11 is 6. 6 plus 11 is 17. 17 plus 6 is 23 plus 6 is 29. And 6, if we're going to add, what is the next term? So we have 35, right? So that's just how you do it. Another. Okay, so here's another example. Actually, there is a formula. We're going to use this formula, and let's first define each of the variables, which is we need to identify. Okay, so the an, or the nth term, this is the term that is basically asked. So we have the question, what is the value of the 14th term? So obviously our an is the 14th term. So we're going to substitute 1, 14 term is equals a1, as what I have told you earlier. A1 is the first term, and we have term 3, 7, 11, 59, and 23. So what is the first term in that series? Obviously it's 3. Okay, so it's 3, we're going to put that, plus open parenthesis and n again, which is 14 minus 1, and d. So as you have learned earlier, that d is common difference, and we can actually find the d by subtracting the second to the first, which is 7 minus 3 is 4. And to recheck that, we are going to add 4 to the 7 if it's 11. So 7 minus 3 is 4. To check, 7 plus 4 is 11. So 11 plus 4 is 15. Our common difference is 4, and that is verified. So our common difference is 4. Okay, so this is the final. Now, what we are going to do with that is just do the math, okay? So as you can see, this right here is enclosed with close and open parentheses, and 4. That obviously means that it is separated by the plus sign. So this means that the common difference and the value of this one is to be multiplied. So that is 14 minus 1 is 13, obviously. 13 times 4, if we are going to do it, let's get your calculator. 14 minus 1 is 13 times 4, we have 52. And don't forget the 3. So if we are going to add that, we are going to answer 55 is the 14th term. And you can actually use your calculator for you to recheck if that's correct, because obviously that's correct. Basically, we can actually use the common difference up to the 14th term, and let's find out if it's correct. Okay, so we have the first term, the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and it matches our answer earlier. So it's correct. So that's just how you solved it. That's just how you manipulate it. You use the common difference and try to check if your answer is correct by adding them to the next term until you finish to the term that you're looking for, to the nth term to be exact. Okay, so here's another example which is basically a little bit harder compared to the other sample that we have earlier. So I want you to actually listen to this. Okay, so this is the question, this is the problem that we're going to solve. If the third term and the seventh term of an arithmetic sequence is 17 and 45 respectively, what is the 14th term? So actually we're going to first analyze what is being asked. So we are asked to actually find the 14th term by only using the data that are given to us, which is third term is 17 and seventh term is 45. So let's first take a look at the terms that we are given, third and 7. So if we're going to so we need 4 common difference in order for us to reach the 7th term, which is 45. So what should we do about that? This is how to do it. This is the equation that we need. Obviously A7 is equals to 45, A3 is equals to third term, and what is 4? 4 is basically, we just subtracted this one. 7 minus 3 is 4. We need 4 common difference in order for us to reach the 7th term. So let's just substitute everything out. A7 is 45. Third term is 17 plus 4D. Now, what we are going to do is obviously we are going to subtract each side for us to cancel this one, and we're given of 28 plus 4D. Now, let's transfer this one. Okay, so in order for us to actually find the common difference, we're going to divide each side by 4. So this one is 7, and this is D. This one is cancelled out. So now we have found that our common difference is 7. Okay, so this is the terms, or this is the equation that we are going to do. So we already get the common difference, which is 7. Now we are going to find for the first term, since what we are given is third and seventh term only. And now we are looking to the first term. So a3, since it is 1 that is given to us, equals a1 plus 2d. So why do we have this 2d? 3 minus 1 is 2. Okay, so we have 2d there. And we already know that the a3 is equals to 17, and a1 plus 2 times 7, our common difference is 7, so 2 times 7 is 14, and we have that 1. And now we need to actually subtract this side by 14, and we are left with 3, which is our first term. Now that we have the first term, it is very easy for us to already know what is the 14th term, because we also have the common difference, and we just have to add it in order for us to actually get the 14th term. So that's it. Okay, so now that we have the common difference, which is 7, and our first term, which is 3, we can basically use the formula that we have earlier in order for us to actually find the 14th term. Okay, so our AN is, we're looking actually for 14th term. Our A1 is 3, so that is 3 plus 14 minus 1, common difference is 7. So that is 14th term equals 14 minus 1 is 13 times 7. Let's just get my calculator first. 14 minus 1 is 13 times 7. We have 91. Let's don't forget the 3. So our 14th term is 94. And you can just basically recheck, like what we did earlier, if it's really 94, just by adding the common difference until you reach the 14th term. And that is pretty much it for today. I hope that you've learned something from this lesson. Again, my name is Dailyn, and thank you so much for watching, and keep on learning. Bye!